Last time I did a set here, after the show, a dude came up to me, he's like, "Oh, great set, dude, do you want a microdose?" And I was like, 100%, like without a doubt. And he pulled out a Ziploc bag of capsules and just gave me a handful of them. And he's like, I grew these, I ground these, I capsuled these, enjoy. And I was like, thank you so much, this is great, but how many milligrams is this? Like, what am I getting into? And he was like, "Oh, dude, psh, like a sparkle?" And I was like, I don't think so. I don't think so. I didn't know that we're using the glitter scale for mushrooms these days. I'm not buying it, dude. You know what I mean? Like, one's a sparkle, two's a shimmer. I don't know. Half of one is a glint, maybe not. So, but I have to impress this man because I'm a people pleaser. And so I take him and I swallow him. Yeah, exactly. Right? His sparkle, my beam of light. I was a firework. Katy Perry wrote a song about me. It was awesome because I lost my mind. And I knew it too because it was hard to swallow. And so I get on the L. I'm like, I got to get to Uptown Wilson Stop ASAP. And I'm sitting there on the red line. My thoughts started getting fun, and I was in trouble. You know what I mean? I started sitting there just being like, oh no. At one point, because my thoughts were fun and I was like laughing, I was like, cabinets are just shelves with secrets. And I was like, no. Oh no. My favorite thing to do is see a movie and, hit them with a sparkle. Like, I'm an AMC A-lister. Do we know what AMC, for real? Yo, that's what's up. That's what's up. AMC A-list, if you don't know, get involved, yo, because it's $25 a month. And you get to see 3 free movies a week. You get a special line for your concession. You go through, you don't mess with these people at all. They're all basic bitches, fuck them. Special line, your royalty. So my favorite thing to do is just walk to the movie theater and see whatever's playing next, whatever it is. And I was walking to the movie theater and I remembered I had mushrooms in my back pocket from the night before. And I own 2 pairs of jeans, so chances were good I was gonna have drugs in them. That's true. Both always have drugs in them, but whatever. And this night it was mushrooms. And so I ate them on the way, and I get to the theater, and I go to the front, and I'm like, whatever's playing next, I'll see whatever it is. And now I'm feeling it. My bones are settling. It's really nice. And he's like, "Great, we have something at 9:50. And I was like, "Whatever it is, A-list." And he goes, "Okay, it's the new Exorcist." And I'm like, "Oh no." Super oh no. Golly, I'm the only one in the theater, and still every jump scare I'm like, ah! It's so untethered. It was so untethered. I could not. If you haven't seen the new Exorcist, it's about 2 young girls getting ravaged by the devil. And so, because I'm all in my feels, they're in a chair tied to it going and I'm projecting all my family trauma as if this movie's about me, right? So they're going forget it, cunt, and I'm like, yeah, in my chair, I'm like, yeah, why did my mom point that gun at me on Christmas Eve, right? It's so intense. It's so intense. And she did do that, and I do not know why. So I left that theater shook. I left that theater so shook, tripping so hard, and I was like, I can't go home. I'm not walking home through the dead of night like this. There's no way. Especially because I live alone, and I live in a German-style apartment, right? I'm not doing do y'all have German-style? Maybe. It's a German-style studio that I live in, so the kitchen and living room is one area, and then there's a walk-in oven. And so the place is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Free gas, hot shower. It's a nice spot. So I'm not going home to that. I'll walk in that oven. You know what I mean? I'm shook that night. And so I don't want to go home. And I was like, I'll see something else. I get 3 free movies a week, whatever it is. I'm tripping so hard, it won't be The Exorcist, whatever it is. And so I hear something playing over here in Theater 6, and so I kick open the door in my head. I just gently pushed it and snuck in. But regardless, I get in there, and I see people dancing in this area right here, and it's 4 gay dudes, 2 young girls, and Taylor Swift on the screen. Big as life. Big as life. I had no idea. She is touched by God. It's wild. I'm a Swiftie. She would have save those young girls. We're dancing to Bad Blood, like, it was phenomenal. I'm making eye contact, I'm making new friends. At one point, like, I'm just like in the mix, and I almost felt like my trauma float up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like through the projector, like dust. It was beautiful. Like at one point, thank you, I thought about my dad and how he like walked in on me jacking off at 16. You know what I mean? Like he did. He goes, huh, and I go, huh, and he goes, careful. And that like messed me up really bad. That messed me up bad for a long time. And I thought about my brother and how he's a Disney adult, and I can't. I don't get it. I don't know. And so I like left there lighter than air, you know? Like I just left there like, I felt like, you know, Taylor Swift saved me. I made new friends, exchanged numbers with those dudes, and just walked home with the full moon just blissed out. So like, be an A-lister if you can, because like a lot of people saw Barbie and Oppenheimer, right? Like we saw Barbie, we saw like it was a cultural touchstone, Barbenheimer. But if any of you ever have a chance to Exor-Swift, it's gonna change your life. It's gonna change your life.